Hello, my name is Dr. Nish Sonwalkar, and I will talk about difference between learning styles and learning strategies. As you know, there has been a lot of controversy and a lot of discussion about learning styles and their use in online education as well as in the educational personalized systems which are claiming their connectivity with learning styles and how they can improve learning by providing different learning styles. This whole learning style research started about 3 decades ago when there was creation of learning styles inventory by Dunn and Dunn and David Kolb's, Gregaric, and some of the other researchers, even Gagne. So that research showed at that time that there were learning styles which are connected with some of the perceptive organs like auditory, visual, and kinesthetic. In the recent years, that modality has been modified, but still learning styles remain at the level where we talk about how information is perceived by human brain. And as you know, there are certain preferences for every human being based on their mental development. Some of the students love to hear, and in fact, sometimes they would read a passage aloud to try to understand because they're more auditory learners. There are others who are very visual and they want to look at it, they want to see the graphics, they want to see different diagrams, three-dimensional interpretations. They're very visual and they have to see it to understand. And there are those who have to have kinesthetic, where they have to do certain activities by hand or by other engagement factors, online interactivity, where they can understand and learn. There were other ideas around that where you said perception, reflection, higher level critical thinking, and all those ideas were presented in these learning styles. While on other hand, the learning strategies, they specifically talk about the cognitive process associated with the information which is being received by the brain through the perceptive organs. So if you look at auditory, visual, kinesthetic, the fact remains that those are the modalities to get the information to the brain, but they are not the modes that lead to learning process completion. So here is what we want to focus on: learning strategies, where strategies are connected with cognitive processes. So if you are going to do step-by-step learning, and your strategy will be to take a subject matter and divide into steps and learn that way, that would be apprentice learning strategy. If you are a learner who want to take the subject matter again and divide that in terms of case studies and learn through that, that would be incidental learning strategy. So there is a content, but then there is a process involved of understanding through the case studies. So that's where a content, whether it is coming from auditory, visual, or kinesthetic, when it connects with a learning process, then it becomes a learning strategy. And that's where I completely distinguish between learning style research, which has not shown much I would say correlation with the learning of the individual learner, because it just remains to the level where information is perceived by the brain. But it has shown very strong correlation with learning strategies in my research. So we have done a lot of case studies where we found students do have strong correlation of their learnability with their learning strategy. So if we create a personalized learning system, we have to focus on learning strategies rather than learning styles. Thank you.